Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. We're going to get started right away on today's reading and see what beautiful messages Spirit may have for us. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday, nurturing yourselves, doing something for you, something fun. And if you're not, plan it for next weekend, okay? You must take care of yourselves, guys. All right, let's get started. All right, first card up, we have the Death card. Now, the Death card doesn't always mean death, okay? Every once in a while, perhaps. All right, but in this case, it looks like it just may have more to do with endings and new beginnings, okay? So one door closes, another one opens. All right, this is what I'm seeing and feeling in this card today. I see some of you have decided to break up with your significant other. I see the card of freedom here. Okay, so I feel that some of you are feeling a little hesitant about the future, where you're going, what it's going to be like to do this on your own right now. Maybe some of you are feeling, going back and forth. Did you make the right decision? Still, some of you know you did absolutely make the right decision, okay? Guys, you're very strong right now, and your inner knowing will tell you exactly what is needed to do, what you're needing, okay? And you will follow through because in the end, you are creating your future. Your decisions, you're using your intuition right now is, and your creators, okay? Your creators, your innovators, you are flying high right now, frequency wise. All right. So you guys have some of the highest frequencies out there. Imagine that. Okay. So there's probably a lot more separation going on than you guys are letting me know. Maybe you're just not, a person who likes to comment, or, you're just not, you're busy, what have you. But I think a lot of you are finding out that you're waking up and maybe, it's been over a period of time. Maybe it's not just that you woke up one morning and realized something, but you're feeling that you are not, moshing with people that you've known for years, some of them most of your life, some of them maybe not so much, but just starting to feel like there's no more connection. You're not interested in the things they're interested in anymore, and you're feeling disconnected from them, like you don't have anything in common anymore. All right, so if this is you, please comment below. I'm very interested in hearing this. Also, guys, if I'm doing a good job here for you, and with these free daily readings, if you're enjoying them, I ask that you please give back for a moment and just hype the video, send me a like and subscribe, okay? It helps me out tremendously. But here I'm seeing, the defensiveness. But at the same time, this Seven of Wands, guys, is really about coming into your own and speaking your truth, okay? So a lot of you are coming out of this now. You're no longer concerned about what people are thinking, what they're going to think if you tell them you think differently about something they're talking about, or that you're going to handle something in your own life, and damn well it's different, something that they would have handled it altogether differently, okay? You're no longer afraid to put yourself out there and make your own decisions, and you've really stopped caring about what others think, okay? With this Seven of Wands. This is also you being more assertive and forceful in your life, and overall standing up for what you believe in, Aquas. All right. And with this Temperance card, this is something coming in for you that requires not just your attention, but this requires patience, okay, on a persistent level. So there's something happening around you guys that is taking a while. But in the end, it's going to be good for you, and you know it. So you can't rush this. Some of you may, be like, all right, come on already, because it's something you may want, or something, like I said, that is going to make you feel good, or, just be something you want. All right. But again, the Temperance tells us that, everything's about timing, and the time for this is not, you know, whatever you're doing has not completed yet. So you will persevere. Just have patience. Okay. And also seeing with this Two of Pentacles, guys, this is some of you juggling life, trying to maintain balance. And also, this could be decisions you're needing to make that you have not made just yet. Okay. All right, let's continue. Okay, so we have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords represents decisiveness, someone who's very strong, which is Aquarius. You're all strong. You're all very strong. Okay, we talk about this every day. The Strength card will probably appear because it appears practically in every reading I do for Aquarius. Okay, but in essence, guys, you have come into yourselves. You are the King of Swords. Whether you're a feminine or a masculine, you are this person who is very decisive. You have very tight boundaries. You have come into yourselves. You are feeling your power, and you are marked for success. Okay? You are marked for success. You are playing a very powerful, important part right now in your life. A lot of you may not be aware of this, but you made an agreement to come back at this time, and the spiritual realms are looking at you like in amazement, because they see you as this big, beautiful white light. They know what you're doing here. You agreed to be here to become a bridge and someone to help people that are just having their awakening, and you're helping them move into the third dimension. You're helping them, showing them the way how to raise their frequency in the quietest, you're not making it super obvious. You're not shaking them awake. You're not putting them down or yelling at them. You are just showing them who you are, and they want to be you. They are attracted to who you are. They're attracted to your energy and what you're putting out. They want what you have. Okay. So this is who you are. You are much more than that, but this is, again, your place right here is a biblical place. You are meant to be here. You chose to be here. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, this is about your relationships overall, your relationships with people. So guys, again, the people who you are choosing, the ones that you feel are, not dragging you back into the third dimension. They're not, they know how to lift people up. Okay. They do kind things for others. They're kind to you, and they may not be on your frequency level, but they may be somewhere in the middle. And these are the people who are willing to listen to you, and they are up and coming. They're working with you, right? These could be family members, friends. These could be people at work, but you're catching on to their vibe that they are, not necessarily going to stay in that third dimension. They're opening up their minds, okay? And they are gravitating toward you and talking to you more so. So you might, be noticing at work that people are more interested in you than ever, especially newbies coming in. They are feeling your energy. They don't really know what exactly it is about you, but they just know there's some kind of attraction, and it's not, a sexual type of attraction. It's, just the way you talk and the way you speak and the things that you say. They pick up on, you have like a different kind of energy than the others. It's something more powerful and something that they want to be closer to. All right, so you bring in a lot of happiness. All right, so also people are picking up on your vibration when they're around you, and your kindness. You don't even have to do anything, or even say anything. People just know immediately that you are a kind person. All right. Just have your, make sure that you have tight boundaries around you, because like I've told you before, the ones that are vibrating super high, um, they are seen by targets, by third dimensionals who are really not understanding why you're here, what you're doing here, and what this whole, where we're moving into this fifth dimension, and they're not aware of anything about dimensions, or they're just aware that they exist, and they're just aware that they're breathing basically, okay? But they do find something very happy. They find your spirit as being light and fun to be around. They feel good around you. That's all they know, all right, is that they feel good around you. And when they're around you, their perceptions may change. They might literally see things differently, totally differently. And when they're not in your essence, when they go home, they fall back into that third dimensional space, okay? But you are that powerful, where Aquarius, you're having this effect on others, okay? I see a celebration coming in for my Aquas, okay? We know that the Ten of Pentacles is one of the best cards in the deck, all right? And it's just letting you know that you are absolutely going to be wealthy and prosperous, okay? This is everything you could want for and everything you wished for coming into view, culminating for you, if you will. All right? The Ten of Pentacles is an unexpected financial windfall, okay? It's trust funds, it's inheritance, it's security and happiness in all aspects, okay? So that is what is coming. You can expect all this happiness around positive things coming in. We've been getting these readings over and over and over again. If you are finding, guys, that your life feels better these past weeks or months, something is changing. The energy feels different. You're feeling like you're not you're not struggling so hard. You don't feel as though you are. You're okay, like, and you're dealing with your problems at a much calmer pace, and you're doing away with them much quicker. If this is you, I want you to comment below the video, please. Just keep it short, because I do read all of your comments. This is also a good time to let you know, guys, that I do readings. So if you're interested in seeing what my services are, you can click on the description below the video. All right. And here we have, for those of you who are feeling stuck right now, especially right now, in this particular timeline that we are in as of today, okay, you're not really stuck, okay? And this could be, this is connected to yesterday's reading, what is supposed to be for today, right? You were supposed to be expecting all kinds of positive things starting today. And this card represents that as well, because what this card is saying is you're not really stuck with the Hangman. You can untie that ankle and walk away anytime you like. Okay, so this is kind of an illusion. This is where we tell ourselves, where we kind of make up excuses, because, some of us don't have the stamina just yet to walk away from certain situations, or we're not positioned financially to walk away, or we don't want to hurt someone's feelings. These are really nothing that is going to actually hold you back, okay? It's you're holding yourself back. You're getting in your own way, so to speak. All right, so this card lets you know, your feeling stuck is an illusion that you're creating, okay, for whatever reason you're telling yourself, okay? And how is it connected to yesterday's reading is a lot of you are just, you're so accustomed to falling into place, You know, we've been moving like sheep for most of our lives, doing what we're told, right? Doing what everybody else does. If everyone else is doing it, it's got to be the right thing, right? If everybody else is doing this, that, and the other thing, it's got to be the right way, right? But not true. Everything has been inverted. Okay, we're going to find out basically that everything we've been told is a lie. All right, how about that? That's that floating feeling a lot of us have, like we're floating out there in space with nothing to grab onto, or like the carpet has been pulled out from under your feet and you have nothing to stand on. That is because we're in between right now, guys. We're in between watching the old, you know, stuff being it's disintegrating. Everything's exposed, right? And then we're waiting to move into the next, the fifth dimension. All right, so here I'm seeing a lot of you are upset with what your accounts are looking like, how much money you have saved. Many of you are not content with your situation, your financial situation, and some of you more than others. Some of you literally losing sleep, very concerned about your finances today. All right. This card does confirm that. Okay, that some of you are in a state of upset right now, trying to figure out what to do about it, how you can cut corners, which is upsetting on its own, how you can, you know, muster up enough money to get bills paid. I feel you. I feel you guys. I go through this too. Don't think because I'm your reader that I'm some special person who has some special magical, you know, I also have to pay bills. So I feel you. I am with you. My heart is connected to your hearts. Do you know that? All right. This is you guys. You guys are looked at as the star universally. Do you know that? Do you know? They tell me every time this card pops up to let you know how loved you are, that they love you and appreciate you, and they just think you're something else. You're so special for agreeing to come back at this time and be this bridge, okay? Because you are so far, you're so far more enlightened than you believe yourself to be. Wait till your real gifts come into play, okay? The super powerful ones that I haven't mentioned to you. They're so far out, you are going to boo-hoo it and never come back to the channel. If I were to tell you, you would just never ever believe it in a million years, okay? Some of you are going to have a fire lit under your butts this week, okay? You're going to hear about something, you're going to get something informational wise, and it's going to come in this week. And this is going to be something that's going to be very exciting for you. It's going to light that fire. It's going to make your brain really start moving. You're going to want to put something together. You're going to want to be creative with something. Like you're just going to start feeling like there's something very pressing that is, you have to do it. You just are going to have to do it. I see you moving toward whatever this is as soon as you hear about it. Okay, it's definitely going to be something that's going to interest you and make you want to pursue it. All right, Aquarius. All right, I have the Tower moment here. So, but this, at this particular timing and looking at the rest of the deck, this Tower moment is something you're almost out the other side, okay? You've almost completed whatever emotions you were going through with this Tower moment. So I feel like many of you might just be coming out of something that felt like a Tower moment. This could be divorce. This could be something very unsettling. Some of you, I mean, anything really crushing, heart crushing, mentally crushing, making you feel like your whole world is just falling apart around you. You may have just went through something along this line, guys. And if you have, please put a broken heart underneath the comment section so I can just see, what happened, or who's going through this, who's coming out of this now, okay? Because I'm really going to be relieved to know that you're coming out of this. Remember, guys, you're at the tail end. So if something is still upsetting you, just know that you don't have, much longer before you're going to feel like you have it's going to feel fresh, like a new start, okay? And remember the exercise I give you guys to release any anger, fear, any harm that somebody brought to you, any, emotions that are unsettling, any memories that are horrific for you that just you cannot release them. This exercise will surely help you with that, and you can do it as many times as you need to until you feel that you have released it. I'm going to give it to you at the end of the reading. Some people just want the reading and they want to pop off, okay? All right, so with this, the Page of Cups, this is something very good, very positive for my Aquas coming in. This is somebody who's going to give you an offer that is going to be very good, a very positive offer. This person has great intentions, wonderful intentions for you, and they're just an all over good person, okay? They don't have a bad intention in their body. This is someone of value, someone that is a very high frequency, and if this person shows up, take this person into your small circle. If you can, take them under your wing. Remember, guys, you want, whenever you meet someone like this, you want to bring them into your circle because they are surely vibrating around your level, maybe a little less, maybe a little higher, but they are someone that you will be able to talk to, bounce things off of, that you can relate to fully and talk about spiritual matters, guys. Are you very spiritual and you want to talk about spirituality, but people look at you like you have three heads? People call you crazy when you talk about being spiritual. I mean, this is how you know the difference between a third dimensional and someone who's fourth or fifth or sixth or what have you. They will just laugh in your face if you start talking about spirit, or sometimes even like angels or things that they cannot conceive because their minds are closed. They just continue to believe the things they've been told. Now, I just got done telling you that everything has been a lie, right? Everything you've been, even in school, everything's been inverted. So that being said, if that's true, wow, people are problematic, right? With their thoughts. All right, this is the Queen of Cups, guys. This is you. This is my card of empaths, okay? So every now and then, Spirit tells me to take one of the cards. They'll tell me which card, and they will tell me what it's going to represent. It could be for a few days, it could be for weeks, months, or even years. All right. So as long as I'm dealing with Aquarius, they're telling me, until they tell me something else. This is regarding you guys, okay? You're all empaths. Some of you just haven't come into your abilities yet because you're not open-minded to them. You're not letting yourself believe that you have these abilities yet, so they're dormant, but you still have them. You're just not using them. All right, so for those of you who have these abilities and you know you have these abilities, guys, I'm telling you, every time you do something kind, the smallest act of kindness is going to bring you a gift. All right, and I'm asking you guys to comment on that. If you find this to be true at any time, I will be the first person, in line to read your comment, because I'm having amazing things happening to me. And I have a friend, when you hang out with someone or you're close to someone, you become, your heart start beating in the same rhythm. You become kind of energetically on the same level. and there's some type of energetic rhythm that you both fall into, okay? When you see someone a lot, when you feel close to them, all right? You will find, if you pay attention, amazing things happening. Last night, I have a friend that I'm close to. We were on the phone. He said, okay, I'm going to come to your house. And he hung up the phone and he went about his business, got in his car. And when he looked down at his phone, his GPS had turned on and my address was showing. So we didn't know what to make of that. Like, things like this are happening all the time. If these things are happening to you guys, I want to know. So, please comment below the video. But, you are at this point now. You are in this time, this period of time, and this particular doorway that we're in, or this opening, or this portal, or this whatever you want to call it. Okay, we are in a space and time right now where anything is possible. You can create anything you want using manifestation very quickly, I might add. And you can create this new beginning. If you guys ever have or lately been thinking, let's say, that you want to start over, you wish you could have a do-over, you wish you could pick different people in your life, pick a different career, make more money, change, but you've made excuses up until now. This is the time right now, Aquarius, that you can create a magical life for yourself. You can have that do-over. You can manifest everything you want because you are the emperor of your life. You are in charge. You are who you say you are. You're a potent, powerful, successful person with powers that are much more powerful than a lot of people you're around, okay? So use them wisely, do good things, because this could, if you don't, and you use your powers in a negative way, your karma will come back for you, okay? So can be dangerous if you try to play games with it that aren't good. All right, guys, I'm going to end on this note. If you're still with me, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I love each and every one of you. I appreciate that you're coming back to the channel on the daily, and I will see you tomorrow.